Hi Divine Feminines, how are you today? I am going to do a traditional reading like I do. Oh, there we go. The paid reading that I do, you and them, thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's a very long reading usually. I can see that there's a lot of downloads coming through in these cards that I'm seeing. I did shuffle all the cards this morning. The only one that actually fell out was, we have moth again, was sacral chakra. So those are probably the most psychic cards in the deck. So you have the Moth Spirit, Surrender to Now. He has the Death card, Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. So this tells me that he's undergoing this process. His third eye is all lit up. Tend to the small things you see clearly now. So I do have a feeling that there's going to be some kind of interesting, pretty big turning point coming here. Getting shivers kind of around my heart, which is 10-10. Very interesting. I feel like his heart is going through this awakening. Tower 10. So let's see what we get. Temperance reversed. Showing me like a game board, like not chess, but kind of like, I want to say like Chutes and Ladders. They call it something else. Yeah. Like it's highlighting the ups and downs of things and how you guys have just been able to learn to kind of ride the waves up and down, and how much better you are at that now. Which is really interesting. Knight of Cups on the bottom with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We're not using these. We're using these. It's just doing readings and put the wrong one back. Okay. I know this is a really long shuffle period. Whenever they want me to shuffle on camera, it's usually for a reason. I find it's kind of just a waste of time, to be honest, because if I wanted to say anything, I could pretty much just say it. Like, I don't rely, I'm not just a card interpreter. Victory and door to value on the bottom. I feel like through some losses, you guys have learned a lot about self-worth issues, how to value yourself. And also what's coming through is that you're not just defined by your victories, right? We have the Fool card on the bottom of the deck, New Beginnings. And then that's a traditional, the T card's like a traditional energy. Which is kind of a cool, you know, not being defined by your victories, and then also like not starting again with like, it's almost, the message that's coming through is like rewriting tradition, which I really like. I'm just gonna put these up right. Bottom of the deck. I'm still healing wounds from a past relationship and battling addictions. That could be very much that there may be like an addictive component to the family that he's trying to rewrite. Just so everybody knows, I'm always using he and she as energies and not genders. Every once in a while, someone doesn't know my readings will be like, it's not a he. Magician on the bottom of the deck. So that's a beautiful, oh yeah, I was going to get a moon card too. I'll do that. It's a beautiful energy to be in the creative process and feel like you're totally capable of creating the future that you want. Ascending, heart with the key, passion. I don't know, how many of these do we want here? I'll do this one. Although these are not my favorite cards. We have give your relationship a chance, attraction, keep an open mind, past life relationship. I'm gonna get the heck do you call them? Moon signifiers for you guys. We're coming up to this really big eclipse energy, the full moon in Libra, and then the new moon in Aries. A new start is coming. So Fool card, new moon. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. And then look at that. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. So we'll do this deck too. I think that's enough. That Lover's Oracle is such an interesting deck. Oh, I put these on top of other cards. Okay. It's a lot of cards in this reading. We have so much in common. Your kindness has changed me. Okay, so we're going to start off with your thoughts here. And intuitively, you seem to know. Look at that. You got the full moon card. Trust. I only believe in science and facts in reverse. That's beautiful. Palm tree. Prayer is always heard. No one makes me feel like you do. I feel like you're really trusting your emotions a lot more. Intuitively, I feel like you know that something's about to happen. It's also coming through as fear to me. Nine of Pentacles reversed. This energy is giving me like, I almost feel like you have made yourself like an ultimatum. Like if nothing happens by this time, I'm just going to move on. I only believe in science and facts. I feel like you've moved into self-love here because that's what this is to me. Belief and trust is like, he almost has a magic, like a wand in his hand. I don't think it's what it is, but it kind of is what it looks like. I feel like you've gotten to the point where you aren't questioning, like, is this real? Or you're getting there at least. And that you're really like trusting your emotions. You've got a lot of emotional cards here. And a lot of cards communicating with spirit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th pillar is knocked over. I never really noticed that on that card before. I remember once I did a reading and there's 10 pentacles on the ground, and then he has the 11th pentacle on his back. And what are you getting at here, Spirit? I feel like you thought he would take some movement, more movement than he has. And things may have been stalled here. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is just so slow anyway, and the full moon energy is quite slow, though it is expansive. And you may have indeed gotten some, it's almost like a warning when I get a full moon with like a tower energy. It's like things have kind of gone as far as they can go in one direction. And you may be now wondering, well, where is this going? And though you trust, it's like not providing any stability or security for you. And you have, you know, a female mother figure may have given you some kind of warning. This is also very much this energy here, but you're just like surrendering to what will be, which is not the energy that the feminine's been in for a while. So let's see what they have. A lot of very intuitive energy. Page of Wands. Well, that's the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles in a lot of ways. I miss being around you, calling in your soulmate. I feel like he's hearing your prayers and he is aware of your telepathic kind of messages. And yet, have you forgotten me, mask? I have a plan, but you have to trust me. And you had the trust card. Well, this is very much like the T card that was on the bottom of the deck. Third eye in reverse, Page of Wands. In his thoughts, he doesn't really know what step to take. He says his dream needs a practical plan. He doesn't know how to make this more real. I think he's used to this energy, this very flighty, very non-committal energy. And yet, your dreams need a practical plan. I have a plan, but you have to trust me. He feels like this is going to come together in its own way. Look at your prayers. This is crazy. Because this pile had, your prayers are always heard. And this says, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You guys are manifesting each other in your own way. And I feel like he hasn't been showing you he hasn't shown you his really true feelings here. And that is hard for him to do, but he does want to do it. And when it happens, I think it's going to be very, very fast, and you're not really going to see it coming. Now we have Nine of Swords. The world, this is truth. I want to follow my heart, baddie, healthy choices, romantic feelings. Love doesn't feel like enough. So in your feelings, there's an interesting kind of impetuous energy, and it is kind of coincidental that this is happening on, you know, the first day of Aries, which is the astrological new year. And you're hoping here that there is movement taken and that he sends you some sort of message. You may have been waiting on that. I'm curious what you're doing. I'm planning to surprise you. Diamond light. He is planning to surprise you. And I would say that these two cards have a lot of, like, look at the diamond energy there. And kind of swirling around here, all in the air. I think he feels his chakras feel quite lit up. What you mostly want him to do is for you two to be able to speak your truth. That seems to be what's highlighted here. The truth that's in your heart. And yeah, I know here that there's been choices you maybe both made in the past that weren't ideal at times. You're feeling some kind of way about that. You're feeling, you feel like there's unfinished business. You feel like this isn't over. You feel him in your heart. I think you're also tired of, like, when I get the baddie vibes card, it could go a lot of different ways. But part of you and this energy really wants to just throw caution to the wind and be like, this is how I feel. This is who I am. This is me. Take it or leave it, which I love this energy if that's how you're feeling. Wow. Well, his feelings, the sun. And he also has the truth card. We got the owl, which came out between you two. Golden mirror. Pay attention to the red flags. I'm not sure what I am feeling. He is confused, but it does appear that there will be a message. Not gonna lie, I feel a little nauseous, and I think it's his energy of being very scared what will come when he tells you. I feel like you're afraid that he may have love bombed you in the beginning and then withdrawn. And you may definitely, like most of us, decide that he's narcissistic and that is the explanation for this. From these cards, what I can tell you is that he intends to tell you the truth. These are the two strongest truth cards I have. And he is scared to do it. And you have the right to be cautious, I would say. It may make you feel like running away. Like, it's interesting. This may be the reversal of the roles here that I'm seeing. Like, the chaser may become the runner. When he comes towards you, it may be so intense that you may be like, I need time to process. I need time to... And he definitely may trigger you in worthiness again. And you always should use your intuition, but this definitely feels to me like he's coming to tell you, I feel a lot for you. I'm not really sure what exactly this means, but I know that my feelings are strong and they never really go away. I will say I normally get a lot more healing messages through this reading, and I'm not feeling that so much right now. I'm feeling like there's a corner that's going to be turned here and things are going to shift pretty dramatically. So let's see. Wow, we have the world again in reverse. That's crazy. Because you had it somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, so in the near future, You may come back together and just get in separation again. You may get really triggered over whatever is going to happen here. And this is really hermity energy here. Like, you decide that you need time by yourself to deal with this situation. Let's see what you... Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. I mean, his cards are very, very strong. It has don't trust me in reverse, but you're afraid of trusting him. You're very afraid that he's being deceptive. Look at... Like, I think he's going to come tell you straight up, I want to be with you. Any of you that's had this reading with me before, you know that this is not how it normally is. And I don't normally do this reading for a collective. So whatever reason, that's what they wanted me to do today. There's a message here that you should take the time that you need to take to feel the way that you need to feel and not force it. He has a lot of cards that are very psychic and intuitive cards in reverse. And I think he is getting downloads and not even really knowing he's getting them, or he's not fully awakened to how to use his psychic insights. He still has a lot of pain to process and a lot of stuff from his youth. I see here that hasn't been fully integrated to get all of his psychic gifts online. And I'm scratching my head a lot, and it makes me feel like your reaction is going to leave him very confused. There is still time needed to heal. That being said, Spirit does want you to know that you will have sorry. I have like tears coming out of my eyes. There's a lot of clearing here to do. A lot. You two may have the opportunity to rekindle passion at one night. It's up to you. Oh my God. The sun again. Oh, wow. So, this is what's come in your relationship. I always know it. Oh, that one didn't belong there. We'll take one more. I do feel like things have ended. There will be ending soon, and with the karmic, if it hasn't already ended. These cards are shocking me, if you wonder why I'm not blabbing a mile a minute like usual. I am shocked. I think you're going to be very shocked. Oh my God. By the emotional outburst, not outburst, emotional display that's about to happen. It's very serious. I think your mind is going to play a lot of tricks on you. And your fear is going to get the best of you. But neither of you really want this to be over. So they are highlighting the fact that your spirit and your heart and your mind need to be in alignment, and you need to take the time that you need to take in order to get those things in union within yourself. I feel like you guys have done a lot of healing. There's still a little bit more to do. There's a beautiful energy here that you guys kind of know that they're showing me this card. Like, your names are written on each other's hearts, and it's a very, it's like if there used to be jealousy or competition, or it doesn't really matter anymore because you guys kind of know that the truth, and that there's really, really strong chemistry and passion here. I'm a little confused by these cards. I mean, those are very Scorpionic, Aries, Mars energy. It may be that there has to be things ended in one or both of your lives first. It may be that an ending kind of forces some of this to happen. I mean, one of the things he wants in this spread here is that he wants it to be known to the world, to your family, to friends, he wants this to be a very public truth, if that's a component for anyone. And he may tell you that. He may tell you, like, I want you, but I don't want you in secret, or I don't want you while you're in another relationship, or I don't want you halfway or to share. It's like not a jealousy thing, but it's a thing like, this is the truth, and we need to be able to honor each other and be together in the way that is right. Is what I'm feeling. And some of my cards are messed up today. Okay, so I'm gonna get advice cards. We're gonna see. I hope this is giving you some insight. Like I said, most of the time this spread highlights healing that needs to be done. And if anything that came out of this, I would say, is that there's still a little bit more worthiness to heal. And that may be that you have been an anxious attacher and now you become an avoidant attacher. And through this whole process. So you have cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. He has Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Again, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And together you have Sarasvati. Express yourself through creative activities. For some of you, he may write you a song or a poem or something like that. And then you're a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Bottom of the deck is Aphrodite, inner goddess. Okay. I'm sorry, like my body's going a little nuts, and that happens when I channel like big energy. And so I would expect a lot to come out. You have kunzite, self-love. He has fertility, fairy stone, and together you have the inner child and forgiveness. Bottom of the deck is hematite, grounding. Grounding has been coming through very, very strong. These are energies you can call in. You can ask the frequency to work with you, to help you heal. You can work with the stone. You have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. He has Kalima, and you have White Eagle. Lady Venus on the bottom of the deck. You have share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. He has major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And then together you have connect to your lineage. A family wound or a pattern can be healed. I do feel that very strongly, if you guys have the courage to face it. And then Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. I love that card. The Holy Spirit underneath. We'll get dragons and then just some messages. This was actually pretty short. I will say this isn't as intense as the readings usually are, but obviously there were messages coming through that needed to be heard. I love this dragon. I feel like a lot of you are getting pretty strong downloads right now. You have Omega Dragon. Wow, he's got really strong energy. I think it's going to shock you. These are the two most really like powerful cards. Okay, you have Harness the Divine Feminine, Power of Creation, Intention, Hold Your Vision, Birth a Higher Consciousness. He has Thor's Red, Black, and Gold Dragon. Protects you in time of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. And then in between is the Lilac Fire Dragon. Transmutes to the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. And Earth and Fire Dragon works to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. And we'll get a couple of messages from your higher self. He's definitely watching you though. Doesn't want you to know that. Forgiveness, soulmate, power. Oh, this is my favorite card. Deepen your heart. Oh no, that's not it. It's the ocean card, but deepen your heart. You already know the answer. Do what feels right. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. He has soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And then you instinctively know what is right for you and have the power to say no or walk away at any time. I think this is a really important card. I also think your ancestors are very close to you at this time. I feel a lot of presence giving you this downloads, not only from spirit, but from your ancestor spirits that are helping you know what is right for you and giving you the guidance that you need. So try to have moments of quiet and clarity where you can connect to them, even if it's just a feeling. That kunzite, this stone right here, is one of my very favorite stones for twins. I think it's so very helpful and powerful. Feels so good too. Just has a really soothing energy of self-love. So I hope that helped you, and thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And I do have readings open. There is a little bit of a wait now, so I'm getting to them as fast as I can. Bye.